Hey everyone, Knight here. Grounded 2's release just a few days ago has finally brought a brand new world with new bugs, items, weapons, story, and much more. But, like the first game, the start can be daunting for a lot of newer players, so I'm going to help guide you through what I would consider an ideal start for a new world. I give this advice based on my first WoW difficulty playthrough, but it is also applicable for any other difficulty as well. A little disclaimer, this is just a general outline for starting the game, so I won't be using any story spoilers or spoiling any new content outside of the beginning tutorial or any items that we have from the first game. So let's begin. After you exit the spawn lab and enter the yard, you're going to follow the in-game tutorial to craft your spear, get food, and find your first analysis machine and Omni tool in a nearby ranger station. It shouldn't be too far from the first lab. Make sure you are constantly scanning any new resources and items you find. These will help a lot. Even grass and weed stems, these will give you some building recipes. During this time, you should be killing ants, analyzing their remains, crafting the ant club, and some armor. You can find some soldier ants in a cave directly next to spawn, or you can head east to an anthill. This will be a part of the in-game tutorial as well. I strongly recommend you kill some ladybugs along the way. This will save some time in the future, but if you don't want to do it now or they're too strong for you, you can leave them be. These are some relatively easy steps to complete, especially in the early game. If you continue following the in-game tutorial, you'll get to the soldier ant buggy mission. To get this egg, you'll have to head to an ant nest, and I will show you the route to reach the egg here on screen. After you find your egg, continue through the cave and head back to your temporary base and hatch your soldier ant buggy. Now, your buggy is going to be your best friend for exploration and travel. It is going to save so much time, especially since zip lines are not in the game just yet. For the next part, you should definitely start cooking some food using the fire pit. You should drink some clean water from nearby grass or maybe some spigots, the metal spigots hang around the yard, and you should craft a torch. Directly after this, you should use your buggy, head north-northeast until you arrive at the picnic table. It's the one with the checkered cloth, it's not the first one that you see. The first table is something else. But you're going to keep going till you hit the checkered cloth picnic table. You're going to climb the cloth while avoiding the suicide bombing weevils. They will one-shot you, even with ant armor. You can collect their remains if you want to. It's not necessary, but it is recommended. And you should collect any flower petals along the way. You can find water from wine bottles and glass scattered around the table if you're running low. Make sure to kill the mosquitoes sleeping around. We will need their parts for a later recipe. After this, you'll want to head underneath the checkered cloth, across the hammer, around the briefcase, and you'll finally arrive at the cooler. You're going to kill these baby cockroaches here for their parts. And using the torch you crafted earlier, you should have more than enough time to reach the top of this cooler without ever getting frozen. You can craft mite muffs for a little extra cold resistance if you want, but it's not necessary. You can explore around the top of the picnic table all you want, but the goal here is to harvest the blueberries hidden underneath the tablecloth. Now you'll be able to find around 12 blueberries scattered around, and in the center you can also find a gold tooth. You should be collecting all of these blueberries as you will probably be needing all of them. Now you can head back to the nearest ranger station, hopefully your temporary base is nearby, and analyze all of the new resources you found. If you don't mind waiting, you can dry out the blueberries on a jerky rack to make the berry leather, but if you don't want to wait a literal lifetime and a half, you can just craft the leather in the crafting bench, albeit at a much worse conversion ratio. This is why I had you collect all of the blueberries at the picnic table. Now you can use the berry leather and roach parts to upgrade your Omni Tool Axe to tier 2. If you haven't killed any ladybugs by this point, now is definitely going to be the time. Analyzing ladybug and mosquito parts will grant the recipes for the tier 2 ladybug armor and tier 2 mosquito rapier with lifesteal. If you don't have enough flower petals yet, don't worry. With the tier 2 Omni Axe and some dandelion tufts that you can find near spawn, head back to the picnic table, harvest some more flower petals, mosquito parts, pine needles, blueberries, and maybe you can nab a crow feather or two if you want. Now, using the dandelion tuft, put it in your trinket slot and jump off the northwest side of the table. Break your fall and head west. Your destination is going to be the hedge on the west side of the map. Here you're going to find your Lingonberries. To reach the berries, you're going to throw an item by holding R on keyboard or whatever the throw button is on controller. I honest to God, I don't know. The berries are going to fall upon colliding with your item, and you can harvest them the same as a blueberry. Head back to your base or the ranger station. If you come across any scorpions, killing them is recommended but not necessary for this tutorial. You do need scorpion parts to make a tier 2 Omni shovel, but that's up to you. So analyze all of your new resources, upgrade your Omni hammer to tier 2, craft your ladybug armor, your mosquito rapier, and hopefully along the way you manage to find some webs, analyze them. You can make silk rope from them by using a loom. Once you get your silk rope, analyze it, you will get the water catcher recipe. This is going to alleviate a lot of your water shortage. The water catcher is huge. If you can build 2 of them, even better. You will probably never have an issue with water again. So if you follow this tutorial through the end, you should now have tier 2 armor, weapons, tools, an ant mount, and easy access water. Using these, you can now focus on other areas of the game like exploration, building, defending, and extra combat with other bugs if you desire, like the wolf spiders and mantis. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Adios, muchachos.